Welcome to the Evolution of Gaming podcast in partnership with Horrible Night, where there's just never enough time in the day for video games. Check them out online at horriblenight.com. The Evolution of Gaming podcast is where we take a look at video games from years gone by. We'll give you a bit of history of the game as we play, and also tell stories from our experiences from the game. I'm Jason P. Thompson, jpthompsLP on YouTube, and joining me as always is Andy Huntsucker, Wrangler103 on YouTube.
Hello, everybody.
We do play on the original hardware when possible, and as you can see today, we are playing Star Wars Demolition on the Sega Dreamcast.
Woo! This is one of my favorite Dreamcast games, Jason.
Yeah, you were telling me that earlier. I was not aware that I was amongst company that played this game.
It was the way I got this game. Basically, the Dreamcast had already died.
Yeah.
Essentially, Sega had already said, "We're not doing this anymore. We're going to be a software company from here on out." And one day I was just like, you know what? Let's just go see what is hanging out at the local GameStop, and I bought like 8 Dreamcast games, and this was one of them.
Yeah, I think I got this probably for Christmas of 2000. I think is when I got it.
Let's not bother saving.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Who knows what's on that card?
Yeah.
But yeah, this came out in 2000. Again, I'm pretty sure I got this Christmas of 2000. It's actually a vehicle combat game set in the whole universe. Decent graphics from what I remember. And essentially, LucasArts was a part of it, but Lexoflux was a part of it as well. I think it used the Vigilante 8 game engine, which you'll see a little bit of. Mm-hmm. Pretty decent. So
I just want to point out the ships you could get in this, Jason.
Yeah.
So there was the regular old land speeder, whatevs.
Sure.
Boba Fett as an actual guy you could drive around with. Just him in his suit, I think.
Yeah.
Then there was a 2-legged walker, a land speeder, some kind. I'm not sure what this was.
The graphic is not reminding me of anything.
Yeah. This was, just like one of those.
It was the episode 1 stuff.
Yeah. This is a guy on like a land speeder sort of thing.
The
stand-up
droid little flyer there.
This might be a pod racer.
I think it is.
I'm not 100% sure what that is.
That's the thing from Return of the Jedi.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, the desert
and then
desert vehicle.
Literally, you could...
Rancor.
A Rancor. You could drive around on a Rancor. This game was awesome.
Wait, didn't I just say what the vehicle was underneath? No, it just... Okay.
Yeah.
Just the name of the character.
So... I'm just going to play let's just play some tournament stuff here.
The sort of the idea behind this game is actually kind of funny. Basically, the Empire declares pod races illegal. So Jabba the Hutt basically just makes an even more life-threatening race, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, see, this is like a land... Okay, this is a skiff.
Yeah, the skiff. Yeah, the
skiff. Okay.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, and that is a total land speeder. And... Yeah, you just can't. Oh, you got like a Jawa with a.
He's controlling the battle droid. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be Boba Fett because why not?
Well, yeah, everybody wants to be Boba Fett.
Yep.
Also came out on the PlayStation, by the way. So, but yeah, not a whole lot of information about this game out on the internet because, like you said, Andy, wasn't really, received.
Yeah.
With open arms, I would say.
I don't think a lot of people would consider this like a classic game. Although I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's a fun game. I certainly think it had its moments.
There we go, okay.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out all of the...
That's what's fun about playing, these old games, is you got to sort of get it figured all... Is that a snow speeder?
I think so.
Oh, got to get it figured out. Of course, playing on Dagobah.
Yep.
So Yoda, I'm sure, will make an appearance at some point to resurrect you if you fall into the swamp waters.
Yep.
But yeah, just a really fun, battle game. I think you probably played it more than I did.
Yeah, I played this a lot.
There were other games sort of distracting me at the time. I'm sure this was like one of, 2 or 3 games that I was lucky enough to get. My mom probably just bought it for me because I was a fan of Star Wars. And of course, Episode 1 was popular at the time, so despite, what you think about it these days. What is he holding?
I think he's holding a tractor beam because, yeah, I can sort of hold him in place.
Real simple interface, nothing too crazy. But again, the game engine, pretty good, you know.
Yeah, the graphics are not bad at all.
That wasn't the thing with the Dreamcast. But the graphics weren't the problem. It was just sort of the wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you can play multiplayer. I mean, it is a 2-player game as well. But essentially, if you don't know what Vigilante 8 is, it's just another one of those vehicle combat games. So they just basically texturized that game into this universe. But it came out in like the late 90s for the PlayStation, maybe even N64. But it's essentially a spin-off of Interstate 76, which is one of my most beloved games of all time.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm not sure how to win this game anymore, Jason. I used to be really good at it, but I have no idea.
That is how you lose the game. So, just do the opposite of what just happened, and you'll be fine.
I can't seem to strafe, which I would think I would have been able to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you using the triggers?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of times I forget the triggers are there.
Yeah. The triggers are required to fire the guns, so... And then you hold A to sort of move forward. But I don't... X and B don't seem to do anything. Y looks behind me. And then... So yeah, I mean, there's sort of special weapons around the corner here. This... Oh, thermal detonators, okay. I'm happy about thermal detonators.
Well, yeah, because you're Boba Fett.
Exactly.
Of course.
So, yeah, very much like a kart racing game where you would have, like... You would be able to sort of get special powers and abilities and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's battle mode. There's tournament mode even. There's also, I think there's another mode where you, like, hunt for droids.
Yes, I do remember that.
And then the high stakes is another one that you can play in, where basically each player chooses a vehicle. CPU also gets involved, and there are then odds showed by the calculation on your win-loss records on basically how you're gonna win. So I think you like win once you collect up a certain amount of money. So
yeah,
and of course the mode you're playing is the classic battle mode. I'm pretty sure.
This is I turned on the tournament because I was hoping to sort of see a lot of ships and stuff. But
that's right. You face one opponent, and then 2, then 3. So it's like you work your way up.
Yeah.
To the finals.
Oh, I'm stuck. What's going on? Hey, there's Yoda's house. I can hang out with Yoda. But yeah.
I remember if you lose a lot, the tournament will basically just end when you run out of credits. So don't run out of credits, otherwise you'll just look like a big loser.
Well, I pretty much already look like a big loser, so I don't think
if you lose, you have to pay 500 credits. So at least you have another chance at not looking completely foolish.
Yeah, again, I think I'm going to just look completely foolish. I'm more interested in sort of showing people what the game looks like and all that stuff than...
Well, this is quite the dark level.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be able to see what the hell's going on in this game. I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and...
yeah, let's go ahead and get out of that one.
Get out of this one, because it's not doing well. And let's just show off some of the various stuff you can do. Because I remember having a lot of fun with this game. I think there's like a free-for-all kind of mode where...
yeah, the...
Face against time... Lasers only. Yeah, let's just try that. Let's try a different setup. Let's do a...
The battle mode is essentially the free-for-all with 4 different opponents.
Let's do Naboo. Yeah, but this was... Jason, last time we did a Star Wars game, it was a game from an era when Star Wars was not as big a deal.
Sure.
This is from an era when Star Wars was starting to become a huge deal again. Like, it always had that nostalgia factor, but... This game really was in that era when literally every third game that came out was a Star Wars game.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just sort of like, giving them free reign on to do, whatever you want with the property to see what happens.
Yes, this massive chess set thing, which...
Doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot the spectators. The fist-pumping spectator from the Jersey Shore. There you go.
Okay, so I can hold down.
Yeah, for the targeting. Were you not doing that?
No.
Oh, well then that helps. Yeah. I'll just make the noise for the droid that isn't clearly in the game. There we go.
Alright, now we're getting somewhere.
It's all about remembering those controls. We just go freeballing into these things. We don't,
Yeah.
pre-test the game. We don't, like, let's warm up to this. Let's just go right into it.
Jason, I have we both have full-time jobs. You've got a wife. We've got other stuff to do.
Oh, that darn wife of mine.
Yeah.
How dare she keep me from my
No,
video
I'm
games.
saying this is like, we don't have all the time in the world to play video games. This is like our downtime. This is like what we do for fun. So as much as we would like to sort of have time to play hours and hours and hours of this beforehand, most of the time we're pretty much just starting from scratch.
Well, I mean, and that's what Horrible Night says. There's just never enough time in the day for video games.
Yeah, we should talk a little bit more about our new partners, HorribleNight.com. So Horrible Night is a video game blog that is run by, it's run by friends of ours now. We didn't necessarily know everyone when they started the site, although I did know one person because my cousin is one of the founders of the site. But we've been talking to them more because they're kind of they're the same as us, essentially. They are guys who love playing video games, but they've got real lives, and that was sort of the idea behind their site. It was like, you know what, we don't have as much time as we want to play all these games, but we're going to play as much as we can, and that's really what the site is built around. So they have, doing a full review of a game is tough when you don't have time to actually finish the game. So they do kind of these reflex reviews that are essentially impressions of games. They'll play as much of it as they can and then just tell you what they thought about it from that initial perspective, which I think is a genius idea.
Yeah, and of course they also do sort of the the first looks, the real quick, like, hey, I got this game, I'm going to play it for you.
Yep.
A lot of times they'll also do that via their Twitch channel. So, basically they'll have like a live audience in there that gets to look at it at the same time. And they do quite a bit of live streaming as well.
A lot of live streaming.
So check them out.
Which I think is their big strength.
Oh, yeah. Check them out on Twitch. I think it's twitch.com/ or twitch.tv/horrible night.
Yep.
And a lot of times if I'm doing something on the computer, if I'm checking emails and stuff and they're streaming, perfect to jump in there and chat them up again. A lot of times they do sort of live podcasts as well. They do a number of them. One of them was on Tuesday nights, one of them is on Thursdays, and then sort of Wednesdays, Fridays are kind of filler with whomever is available that day. So horriblenight.com. Check them out on Facebook. Add them on Twitter. We'll leave all the links in our description of this video.
Yeah.
But a great group of guys that we'll be doing a lot more with. They kind of approached us after seeing our first couple of videos and like, hey, we really want to support you guys. So they're going to let people know about us. We're going to let people know about them. And it's going to be a nice, beautiful relationship, I think.
Yep. It's going to be great. And so let's try out some different levels here. So there's Naboo, Death Star 2. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But this is
because Jabba has the ability to get the Death Star 2.
Yes.
Despite it being destroyed.
Oh man, I really wish I had these unlocked. I wish I had my old Dreamcast with the save file with all those unlocked because I spent hours unlocking all this stuff. I can have the opponent as a Rancor. All right.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, see the Rancor. Because that was like the thing that drove me in this game. It was like I can ride around on a Rancor and hit things with it. It's like, and I'm like, down. I'm totally down with that. Oh.
It just crashes into you just like any normal TIE fighter would.
Yeah.
You've got a tractor beam mounted now.
I do. Let's see. Do I get on this thing?
Oh.
Yes, and then it pops me out in a different place. So this was a common game. I don't know if this game type is as common anymore, Jason.
I don't think it is.
The whole vehicular combat style.
It isn't, which is why I wish they would just maybe refreshen Interstate 76.
Yep.
That's just such a classic game. It's available. if you've never heard of that game, totally go after it because it does have a storyline. But for the most part, you're just crashing cars into each other, shooting guns, mounting different things. But yeah, this is just taking that formula and of course putting it into the Star Wars universe, almost in a Mario Kart sense.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, it's got a lot in common with Mario Kart, but
sort of the anti-Mario Kart in a way.
You talked about Vigilante 8, Jason. There's also, another game in this genre was Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah.
Which I think they've done a refresh of that recently, but yeah. There's the Rancor.
You're doing a wonderful job, by the way, just crashing into these walls.
Yeah, I'm just, I can't do anything to control it. I want to be able to strafe, and I'm not doing it. It won't strafe. There it goes, and I'm dead. Twisted Metal was another one. There was a bunch of these in this era because it was an easy kind of game to do. You didn't have big open worlds where...
Well, that's the thing, though, about Interstate 76. That was open world.
Yeah.
To an extent. So that was what really stood out for me. But yeah, essentially you just got these arenas and, you got the Star Wars property, got a license. Why not make a weird, funny game like this?
Yeah, exactly. And they had the template because obviously they already had the, that template that they could base the engine off of, and
yeah, they just
Star Wars was big and
essentially copied and pasted. I can't imagine it took them a terribly long time to get everything down.
Exactly.
Just make the bullets into lasers and the Rancors or the school buses into Rancors.
Yeah.
Why not?
Instead of grenades, you've got thermal detonators and so on and so forth. So
we say that now, and I'm sure somebody will be like, "Oh my gosh, it was hell."
Yes,
making
exactly.
This game, so. But hey, it's again visually it looks good. Plays pretty well from what I can tell. And there's of course the sandcrawler, so I love that right there.
Yep, there's a big sandcrawler there.
Of course, different little things. You got the cloak, so they can't see you. He just drives right over you.
Yeah. Oh, there's the. Oh, you got both of us.
I got both of you.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Although it would have been ironic if you had been playing Boba Fett on this level.
Exactly.
And it actually didn't let you come back out. You just died.
Yeah.
Those banthas didn't do anything to you. Leave them alone.
I gotta kill the banthas. Bantha Poodle. So awesome.
And of course, there's Jabba.
Yep.
Up there in the master vehicle there. That was one of the, I can't even think of her name now because she was one of those alternate characters that literally had a 2-second shot in the prequels.
Yeah.
And she had this whole entire backstory. She's one of the playable characters in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing good at this game, Jason.
No, you're not.
I think I need some more practice here, but...
And that's the thing, nostalgia. Nostalgia is a big part of this series, and it's just oh yeah, I remember this so well, and I did such a great time. And then, then you get in it, and you're just like, wow. So you have to be, you have to just be gentle with this, because a lot of people are like, oh wow, it took you this many times. I'm sure when you first started playing something, it took you a while too. This is essentially get back into the groove of things. Doesn't seem like you're doing any damage to that at all.
I'm trapped in a tractor beam right at the moment, so...
So let's try to figure this out. So the blue thing is what? Shields?
Yes.
And then the green thing is your overall health.
Yep.
Right? So what's the red thing?
I think it's weapon power.
Weapon power, okay.
Yeah, because I fire my weapon.
Oh, I see, and it depletes it.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Come on, Banthas, I don't want that. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you, Banthas, but yeah, I mean, there was no other game where you could do this. There was no other game where you could do just vehicle combat. Oh my god, I'm just trapped.
In the Star Wars universe.
Exactly,
Recharging your shields while she's just, laying waste on you.
Yeah, and now she pushed me out of there, and... Yeah, so this is... Oh, let me just sneak back in here and see if I can get this.
Thing's all beat up to hell. I think you need to go to Tashi Station, man.
Yeah, pick up some power converters. That'll be great.
Ooh. Let's gonna transfer you over.
Yeah.
See, it's almost kind of like a pinball machine.
I know, it is.
This weird, backwards kind of way. Is the CPU even attacking the other CPU opponents?
I have no idea.
They all have full health, it seems like.
Yeah, and I don't seem to be able
That
to...
battle droid didn't.
And by the way, when it sort of switches to someone else's targeting, I am not doing that.
Yeah.
It's just doing it automatically.
And I seem to recall battle droids, those things being a little bit bigger than what that's indicating there.
Yeah, but I don't really know.
Because otherwise, your land speeder is the size of a house.
Yeah.
So I'm a little concerned about that.
Oh, yeah, I'm stuck. Again, I don't think I'm winning any of these battles, Jason. I just...
Yeah, well...
Just one of those things. I just need to get up there. It won't let me up there. And I don't know what... Maybe there is a button that'll let me do what I want to do, like strafe around a little, and I just want a little bit more control. See, that guy's low shield, so I can sneak up here.
The other really funny thing about this game was that it was rated T for teen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's
These
up with
days, not so
that. This
much.
would be E for everyone. Come on, a few more. Hit him.
Just kill one guy. That's all I want from you.
Yeah, I'm about
You're
dead.
not gonna. Wait.
Oh, maybe he's dead. Did I take him with me?
No.
No. I did not take him with me. Well, let's see if there's any other... let's see. Oops, I accidentally restarted. We'll fix that. But we'll see if there's any other things.
So apparently this is... I'm just looking up a little bit more things to talk about. Apparently this is...
Ah, look, I can turn off auto-targeting. That would help, actually.
Yeah.
I have to go back to options, I guess, but we'll do that.
Gotcha. Well, apparently this is nestled in between the time before Empire and Jedi.
Okay.
So it's like, obviously these vehicles would exist. Like these prequel vehicles would still be around.
Yeah.
Which would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, well, there's difficulty, so difficulty's medium, that's fine. Damage, I don't know if that's damage for me or damage for somebody else, but auto-targeting is off. Smart computer, I don't know what that does. Refill station's on, droid's on, power-up's on, instant fire on. Alright, so auto-targeting is off. Controllers. Oh, okay, so it'll let me fix that. Okay. Alright, well, I don't know if that's actually going to help me any, but... Now, hold on a second. It says here, 2-player and multiplayer. Oh, right. The Dreamcast has the 4 controller slots. I had forgotten about that. Let's just go back into battle here.
Yeah, I don't remember if you could actually link your Dreamcasts together either on this game.
Yeah.
I don't...
See, Hoth. Oh, Hoth. We haven't seen Hoth.
No, yeah.
All right, Hoth's the last one I think we'll do here. Maybe I can take out one person. Let's see here. Who haven't I played as? I played as that guy. Snowspeeder on Hoth. That probably will work. Let's try this.
Yeah. And I know in the multiplayer that you can't be the same ship as your friend that you're playing against.
Yeah. All right, let's lower the computer opponents to give me a little bit more chance here. So 2 computer opponents. Let's leave the pod racer in there. And we'll leave it'll be the pod racer and the Rancor versus me. Oh, dang it. Ah. All right. All right, so the Rancor, and then...
I think her name is... was it Aura Singh? I think that's who that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I said, just one of those random little characters that got her own little bit part.
Yeah, that is now always in the mythology forever and ever now.
Right. When we should have been focusing on story.
I know. There's weapon recharger. Certain game modes will cost you credits.
Much brighter.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a little scary right there.
I know you can also play on Cloud City.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm pretty sure that's another one of those. And of course, Yavin 4 is another.
Yeah. Okay, proton torpedoes might be good.
I mean, I don't know of an instance where they're ever not. Are you doing any damage to any of these guys?
I can't really tell.
It doesn't seem like you are. And I don't know why that is. Like, that's like super rancor.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible my strategy just sucks.
What,
But-
shooting them?
Yeah.
It seems like it's a pretty valid argument in my book, but it doesn't seem like you're doing much damage to anybody. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, looks like maybe this weapon... Okay, so his shields are down a little bit. The why Rancor has shields, I don't know. I don't know how a Rancor
Yeah, I guess
shields.
I'm paying more attention to the health than I am the shield, so you got to get their shields down, then their health goes down.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's usually how it works, Jason.
There's the pod racer. Oh, yeah, see, they're... get out of
the
there.
way.
Alright, I'm going to run away a little bit here. See if I can survive a little bit longer. Let's explore this level a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, dear. I don't want to mess around with him.
Just cut its arm off. You'll be fine.
That's true.
Ooh. Let's follow the mythos. Should be.
Oh, see, that's what the Rancor could do.
Yeah, your shields are super low. And I think you're gonna die.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that's it, Jason. I can't go. I cannot go any further.
I think so. I think we did a very good job at showing you guys how not to play this game. Yeah. So I think that's going to do it, for today's episode of the Evolution of Gaming podcast, of course, in partnership with Horrible Night. Check them out online, horriblenight.com. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Jason Thompson.
And I'm Andy Hunsucker.
And we'll be seeing you.